it's Jack, and this video is why smart people underperform and what you can do about it. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons that smart people underperform, and then we'll get into the what you can do about it. So the first reason that smart people underperform is because most success comes from taking consistent action, and a lot of smart people get stuck up in their heads. So instead of stepping into consistent action over a long period of time on something, which is the formula for most success, they overthink, they analyze, they get the paralysis of analysis, they get stuck in options, get stuck in doubt, and they think, maybe I just need to do a little bit more research, or maybe I'm not just ready yet, maybe I'm not quite competent enough, and so they delay stepping into action. And if that's the pattern, if you think of someone who's consistently stepping into action week after week after week, and you're always kind of 1 step forward, 2 steps back, over a period of time, you're going to get very different results from the person who steps into action, even if they're way less smart than you. You'll probably know this, that success in school, the kind of academic smart success, is not generally a predictor of adult success. Career success. Of course, there are people who are super smart in school and super successful in their careers, but you also know that person who was super nerdy and smart at school and has really struggled to translate that into the same level of top of the class success in real life. A lot of success in real life comes from your ability to take consistent action. Number 2, it comes from your ability to work with people. Most successful people have some kind of team around them. Even something as sort of solo and introverted, let's say, as writing, you might notice that a lot of successful writers have a successful team with them. They have a great editor, they have a great agent, they have people who are putting them in places and getting them connections and contracts that they need. So it's really hard to be super successful if you are completely in this on your own. And the third reason that smart people often underperform is they don't deliver value. Delivering value means caring about the things that people value, right? So most of the time, in order to be successful, you have to hit upon something that the world deems successful, right? That the world values in some way. And in our culture at large, that often means the world values commercially, right? There's some kind of use that people can make of your product, your invention, your music, your art, whatever your thing is. And so success is often at the interface of where your gifts meet the things that the world values. If there's not much overlap there, it's probably hard to be successful. Like, you can't really be a star if people don't want to watch or listen or engage with the thing that you produce in the world, or the performance that you have. So, all that being said, what can you do as a smart person to increase your performance? Well, the first thing you might want to do is learn how to step into action before it feels comfortable. You might be running a script that says, I need to be comfortable and then I'll step into action. I need to feel reassured. I need to have covered my bases. I need to have done enough research. And we want to flip that script a little bit and say that for you to be successful, you're always likely to be stepping into action before you feel fully comfortable. And that's an important skill to learn. That you don't need to have all the answers in order to take the right course of action. Good enough might be good enough. 80-20 might be good enough. A hunch or an intuition might be good enough that, okay, I'm going to take some action in this direction, and then I'm going to let the world give me feedback. And I can course correct. But if I never actually launch, then I'm in this cycle of ready, 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 aim, fire, rather than ready, aim, fire. And sometimes in life you can actually be successful by doing a little bit of fire, ready, aim, right? Which means take some action and then learn from it. Be in a sort of experiential learning cycle. Let your experience teach you. A lot of entrepreneurial people orient that way, where they take some action and then they figure it out on the basis of what happened. The other thing that you might want to do is learn how to connect with the desires of people. Learn to see the things that people value. Don't wish the world were different, that, if people had these motivations, then they would want these things. Actually sort of get with reality. Notice, a lot of people's attention goes on consumerism, or a lot of people's attention goes on entertainment. And how can you start to align what it is that you want to offer, perhaps more closely with the things that people want? Or if you really don't want to learn about that and do that, partner with someone who cares about that, right? Partner with someone who's got an attention on marketing or presentation or sales. And I know that a lot of smart people, and perhaps back in the day, I would, I don't know how smart I am, but I would include myself in the camp of looking at people that package and promote and sort of feeling like, well, maybe that's not super pure, or questioning the integrity of that. And of course, there's a lot of marketing that lacks integrity, but there's a sort of purism and a kind of academic view that's a little bit stepped back and detached from the world, and doesn't necessarily realize that most people most of the time are just they're trying to get by, they're trying to make their lives a bit better, they're trying to provide for their families or feel safe or feel loved, and that there's nothing limited or small about those things, that they are real and they are human desires, and that when we get them met, we generally have better lives. So you could be the person that's tinkering in your garage for 20 years about something that most people don't care about, and there can be something admirable to that. There are some great breakthroughs for humanity that come from people who are willing to stay at things for long periods of time, irrespective of whether other people view that as successful. But a lot of those people, you'll never hear about what they do, because actually they didn't come up with anything that the world valued enough. Occasionally, maybe they have a breakthrough technology, or they create, the next computer or the next light bulb, or the first light bulb. But really what I'm trying to do is make a connection with you to suggest what would be true for you if you want to be more successful and you're smart and you kind of know that you're more capable than you're actually producing in the world. What is it that would have you do that? How do you step into action sooner? How do you partner more effectively with people? And how do you get closer to what are the things that people actually desire and want help? They want your products and services. They want your gifts into the world. And don't be too purist or too idealized or too kind of highfalutin, too highly strung about those things. Actually get down in the trenches a little bit and empathize with where people are at in their lives and where you can add some value. Okay, I hope that was useful. Thanks for being with me. If you've watched this far, please like this video. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'm releasing new videos every week on personal growth, love, and relationships. My name's Jack Butler. Thanks for being here.